Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex forecast. I will start from pair which I described also last week. So this is AUDCAD, and as you can see we have still our lines from last time, and we said that price was on the support level and we can expect some retracements. Let me delete those lines. And it looks for now on the lower time frames that finally we might get this. We see that price retested this previous spike. So I always repeat, remember the support resistance levels are zones. It's not the line. Yes, it's the area. So we see this spike. So if price really decide to retrace this time, we can have retracement back to this resistance or even higher back to this 36 EMA. And then what? Short 1, 2, 3 and continuation of possible down move, because right now weekly is pointing down. I would like to also show you how difficult is trade. Maybe not difficult, because if you have trading plan and clear rules, everything is clear. But basically, we have many times here we have opportunity to look for the longs. Here we had opportunity to look for longs. So really, you need to. That it's trading against main direction is not so easy like trading with the main direction. Yeah, so it's a little bit more advanced, and remember that you need to have a little bit more experience to trade that. So I always repeat, always at the beginning, trade with main directions, because even if you make some mistakes with main direction, you still have big chances, and probability is bigger than price will go in your direction anyway. Yes. With the trades against main direction, we really need to have a little bit more experience. So what we have here, we have this trend line. Right now, price is pointing up. We have around 75 pips, maybe 100 pips to this level, and of course, this is our next area. So on the lower time frames, if I draw trend line here, we will see that let me just draw it like this for now, because we had last week we had opportunity to look for possible long scenarios here. Previously we had here, yes, oops, sorry, I described last time this, yes, here, and we had the breakout of this trend line here, and we had opportunity also to try look for long entries here. However, on the 1 hour chart, we didn't get any entries here. Yeah? We didn't get any entries. Price went down. It looks for now like a false breakout and is pushing up. So we adjust the line. And if we are still interested to trade against main direction on this pair, because it's still possible, we look for long opportunities right now, because what, price is above the 36, broke our trend line. It looks like a false breakout. It might be. So we wait for the 1, 2, 3 here, long 1, 2, 3 here, and if we get this will be our option to go long. Target this area, of course, from the daily chart. So this is option number 1. Option number 2. Lower time frames opportunities, as we can draw this trend line here. So any retracement, ideally because this is right now a little bit tricky chart, because price started to range, went up. So if we see continuation of the range, for example, yes, the price will continue and retest this line, and we will be able to draw range like this, then what we do in case of the breakout of this range, we look for long opportunities. We can wait for the 1 hour chart, long 1 to 3 here, or we simply wait for breakout of this area of the resistance in case if price creates the range, and we go to 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, and then we look for the 1 to 3s after breakout. If we won't get this, but price, for example, will retrace this to this zone without creating range, we can also try to look for buy entries here as a 1 hour chart, long 1 to 3, but this will be a little bit tricky setup. Another option for intraday traders, maybe scalpers, we have, like I said, we had this resistance right now. We have this resistance. So what we can do, we can just say, okay, if we get momentum, price breaks this, make new higher high, higher low, this will be option for us to buy. Of course, remember, every single buy here is the trade against main direction. Yeah, so this is AUDCAD. CAD yen, this is also pair to trade against main direction. And if you pay attention, price almost hit the resistance. Of course, our next area is up here, but again, this is zone, so this was strong move. We can expect again strong retracement. This is weekly chart, so let's try to draw a trend line to see where we are. So price is here, so even the retracement to this level, yes, to this level, then retest and what continuation of this up move. However, we of course have support zone here before, and also support zone we have here. So those are the levels where price might react, for example, yes, and then continue to go, or will go a little bit lower and then, yeah. Generally, this is perfect situation, yes, but we never know. So we have levels where price might react at weekly levels, and right now we also have to pay attention for daily levels, yes. So this is our trend line on the daily chart. We see that price, went up, and it looks like it might goes down. So we can trade here against main direction. Our target is daily 36 together with the daily trend line. In case of the breakout, we have those supports level from the weekly. If price won't break this, but will stop here, again, what we might get, daily long 1, 2, 3, and then price might continue to go up to retest this, or even this. Yeah. So we have this option here. If we go to lower time frames, we will see that price right now is breaking our 4-hour chart trend line. Yes, it's breaking our 4-hour chart line. So it's also a support zone here. Yes, 4-hour chart support area. So we don't want to jump too fast. This is another support on the 4-hour time frame. It will be probably close to the daily 36, as you can see. So what we do, we have to wait patiently for breakout. Right now it's breaking, or it's trying to break, but we need to see that price is below, because what we can have, we can get spike and price might go up again. Yes, it's also possible. So on the 1-hour chart, what we can do, yes, we can wait for this short 1 to 3, and this is our call to action scenario. And we can go to 15-minute chart and look for the aggressive early entries on the 15-minute. Yeah, so we wait for the 1, 2, 3s here, of course, ideally to the retracement to this trend line to the 36 EMA. So whenever you get the setup here, it's also opportunity for you to sell against main direction. If price decide to go again, because you see previously we had range. Yeah, so maybe price also make range here. So this is good area also to look for long bounce entry still with main direction. So how we can do it? We can go to lower time frames and we can draw trend line here. And whenever price starts to break trend line, this is the easiest way to look for entry. So wait for the, so maybe price will play around a little bit here in this area, and then what you can do, you can wait for simply breakout of the 36 trend line, look for the 1 to 3s, long entries, target this. Yeah, so this is another option for CAD yen. Euro yen. Euro yen, I posted information about this, about possible trades on this last Friday on our Facebook page, and now I will explain you a little bit in details. This is also where we would like to trade against main direction. We see strong up move on the weekly chart. Possible retracement scenario is here. Of course, we never know when this will happen. We have resistance here lower, so we are already on the weekly resistance zone. We have all the lines in between, so this support level 36 trend line, all is good here. Daily chart, we have daily trend line here. Yes, even if we draw it from this point, so it's really strong line. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. Yeah, so daily trend line really strong. So our approach is again that we would like to see retracement to this level, 36 trend line, bounce, and what continuation to target this resistance. Yeah. So this is our point of view in case if you would still trade with main direction, because it's price is pointing up. We can also wait for the daily trendline breakout and look for the short entries here if you don't trade early trades against main direction, but you need to see confirmation. So this can be your confirmation. Then this support is your area where you have to manage your positions, and then of course our target from the weekly chart, this weekly 36 plus trend line. But we can of course look for the early entries, and those early entries can happen maybe today. Yes, we have this trend line here. And what we can do right now, it's better to wait for, we didn't get any setups on the lower time frame, so right now it's better to get 4-hour chart 1 to 3 here, and whenever price retrace, look for the short entries against main direction. As you see, we didn't get setups here on the 1-hour chart. I was hoping to get something here, so this would be a really nice setup, but we didn't get. We had only one candle up and another candle down, so this is not setup for us. However, probably on the Renko chart, you would get the setup. Yeah, so if you enter here on the Renko chart, perfect, well done. On the classic charts, we didn't get the entry. And you see, price is right now a little bit chaotic here. So I really would like to see 4-hour chart retracement first, and then look for the for short entries. If we won't get this retracement, but price will gain momentum. Yes, and we will get new lower low and lower high. We can still look for our another 1-hour chart 1 to 3, and then we, of course, what we do, we look for intraday trades, scalping trades. Yeah, 1-hour chart 1 to 3 with lower time frame combinations. Yes, this is what we would like to see. If you don't do this, higher time frames. If you don't trade against main direction, wait for the retracement and look for again for buy entries. Cable, GBPUSD. It's making double top right now on the weekly chart, which is interesting. Of course, next resistance is still up here with those previous spikes, so maybe we'll get still momentum. However, right now it looks promising for possible, short entries, bounce entries. This is our support area together with the 36 EMA. We see this support here. It's quite strong. Next area of the support is lower, somewhere around this level, more or less. Weekly trend line is here, so it's like it's not exactly weekly. It's like volatility line. So this will be line from the daily chart. Yes, if I go to the daily chart, you will see that this is exactly this line, but we can draw it from the lowest point here. This will be more or less the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on this trend line. So what we have, ideally, if we would like to trade against main direction or possible trend change, daily trend line breakout, and then we look for the 4-hour chart 1 to 3s, 1-hour chart 1 to 3s, and our goal is here. So this is option to trade after this breakout, or we can look for breakout of the resistance, and then we try to look for long entries here. And then our target is next resistance. Distance is around 140-50 pips, so it should be more than enough. And what we have right now is a range on the lower time frame. Yeah, we have range. So we don't have much, but basically I would like to prepare this pair for possible, breakout of this, and then look for the short entries. Or another scenario is that if price will continue to go down to the daily 36, maybe if we see something like this, then after breakout, you can look for long entries and target that. I'm not interested to trade here. Yes, this is not area for me to trade. There might be too much noise, too much false breakout, too much things simply. Yeah. So I prefer simply to wait for breakout of this area, look for buys, or breakout of this area to look for short entries. And this is plan for GBPUSD. Using the AUDCAD, this is also per which I described last time. We see our scenario happened here. Yes, this is exactly how I left probably the chart. So we set about the short entries or breakout and long entries and target resistance level. We see that price went down and is making right now double bottom. So let me just explain you this pair. What happened here? Of course, we know that we had weekly support level, weekly resistance, weekly trend line breakout. Price went down, and we could expect retracements, which happened, and continuation, yes, or retracement a little bit bigger to the 36 and to the resistance level. In case if price breaks this support zone, we can have another strong move back to this level. So what happened here? We set about the retracement and short entries, and I also said that we can try to look for long opportunities. Yes, in this area. However, I mentioned that this is aggressive. Yeah, that it's for only intraday trading, because we can still have bounce here, another retest of this, and maybe then price continue to go down. So we can check if there was something. Because we had this 4-hour chart 1 to 3 here. So where we would like to go, of course, 5 minutes. It's the maximum time frame. We don't want to go here to the 1-hour chart, because simply there was no point to trade on the 1-hour time frame. And on the 5-minute, as you see here, we had the setup. Yes, we had this setup here on the 5-minute. Entry would be here, stop loss 10 pips plus spread, so around in this case around 12, because we see that the spread 0.8, 1.2. So I always would like to put a little bit higher, more, so it's like 2 pips for me spread, so 12 pips. So here was our stop loss, and we wouldn't be stopped out. In this case, here 12, we see the price here moved 6. So 2 targets would be hit, and then price, of course, went down, so we would be kicked out. So we had this option here to trade. Yes, this was our 1 to 3. Not easy to spot, but it was okay to take it. It was with the rules after 4-hour chart 2 to 3 line breakout. So there was set up on the 5-minute chart. Unfortunately for us, price didn't go up to this trend line. And later, what we had, there was set up to look for short entries. Yeah, like we said, okay, we can look, because we said we can look for buys here, or buys here, or sell options here. Yeah, so we had the option buy here, and we had sell option here, entry here, stop loss above, price reached our target to the pip. So good. This time worked out really nice. And now we had the reaction. Yeah, and now we had the reaction. So what we can have now? Let's go to the daily chart. And on the daily, we see double bottom. So what can happen is another retracement, and after this retracement, another push down. Yes, or breakout. And where is our goal? This resistance. Yes, possible retracement back to this area. So right now, because there is no option to trade on the lower time. Oh, we have. Sorry. So this is option like a more conservative. Yes, we wait for this or that, but we can also have situation for intraday trading, something like this. Yes, so we have 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So what we can do, we can say, okay, yeah, if price breaks this trend line, I go to 15-minute or 5-minute, and you look for the setup below. And then short entries to target this. This is around 70 pips, more or less, 50, 70. So for the intraday trading, scalping is more than enough. Yes, it might be a really good trade here. Another option which can also happen is, again, for intraday trading and scalping is this. Yeah, this, and then our goal is where? Here. So again, 70-60 pips. Yes, daily trend line. Yeah, so we see we can also trade like this. It's not a problem here or here. Yes, this is like again a little bit aggressive, because we can have noise, but however this price action looks pretty nice. Yeah, so it's okay to try. If you don't want to, if you want to have more probability, then wait for this area, because this is our daily trend line. higher time frame, and then start to look for the long entries here or short entries here. Yeah. So this is using the CAD and using the yen last pair, more or less the same like euro yen, yeah, like euro yen and CAD yen. Short entries against main direction. We have resistance here. Looks like a false breakout right now. If price decide to go up again, this is our next area of the resistance. Our support is down here, so maybe together with the 36, which might be our target. This is the best line which we have on the weekly, so it's together with the 36 EMA. Yeah? So this is also good. We go to daily chart, and what we have two things. You can try to draw trend line, or even not from this, but from this zone. Yeah. So what we have, short entries after daily trend line breakout, definitely. Daily trend line breakout, short entries, target support zone. So this might be quite a good trade. Or intraday trading, daily long 1 to 3. However, price is already on the resistance, so we really need to go to lower time frames, but it's still possible to grab, I don't know, 40, 50, 20 peps. It's not a problem. So we go to 4-hour chart. We have this trend line here. Yeah, so first of all, we wait for that. Second option is, of course, wait for breakout of this and start to look for buys. Not on the 4-hour chart, it's simply too late. But for example, maybe 1-hour chart. Yeah. If you get 1-hour chart, 1 to 3 here, you can try. Or 15-minute, 5-minute, or 1-hour chart with the 5 or 15-minute. Yes, this is what you can do. So basically, we wait for the breakout of New Zealand yen. Gold, I'm really not sure what is going on gold right now. Last time we said about this entry, intraday trading, target this. We can see, by the way, if there was something or not. Let me just scroll back. And it was a little bit noisy. Probably Renko chart would give us better option here, or another option here, which is also not easy to spot but we still we still get this higher highs, higher lows. So it was still okay to try. However, low risk for me. First entry here, stop loss around between this previous spike, so around 25 points. Target 40, so it's not 2 to 1, but still it's okay to try. If we enter here, this would be around 20. This would be 2 to 1. So, but anyway, we see that price spiked. So this was a good trade here. Yes, if you try here, 1-hour chart with the lower time frame, and then price just collapse because of the resistance. Yes, but you see, even those late entries can give you something. Yeah, some profits because okay, price here broke, but even if you get a simple spike like this, yes, or like that, yeah, you can still get something here. So but remember to don't leave those trades. Yeah, it's better to manage and to pay attention what price is doing on the tops. Yeah, so we had this option here, and what we have now is the daily chart. And what we can have retracement to the 36 to this trend line. Maybe price already reached our support level. Weekly is still pointing up, so of course we can look for buys. And let me just go to 4-hour chart to see what is going on here. So right now we can only have, if I would like to trade this, we can only have intraday trades. Yeah, so we can just use this 4-hour chart 1 to 3. Of course, this is against main direction because weekly and daily is pointing up. But this is 4-hour chart 1 to 3, so lower time frame opportunities. But we need to get momentum. Right now, we don't get any volatility, no momentum. So what we can do, we can go say, okay, 5-minute time frame or 15-minute, depends how you like to take the action here. And whenever you get momentum, you look for short entries. Yeah, this is what we can do here. Or we just wait for price to play around here, and when the price just be here, we can look for long entries, or here we can look for short entries. Yes, or maybe price will play around here. Yes, between this area together with that, then you look for long entries also. So we have a couple of options here. Gold is, gold is funny sometimes. Yes, we had, you see, price is not moving, ranging. Then we have volatility, or we have strong move down, strong move up. So it's always, you see, it's always a little bit tricky, gold. But right now, this option for intraday trading, scalping, and oil. Oil is on the resistance still. Bounce on the trend line, maybe double top on the weekly chart, daily chart. I'm not interested to trade oil, but I know that some of you would like to know what is going on here. What else we can get? Continuation to the resistance, or breakout, and then price decide to go to the support, to the 36 EMA, but we need to wait for this breakout here. Yeah. So this is what we have for upcoming week. And of course, if you have any questions, like always, feel free to contact us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Wish you all the best, and wish you also good trades upcoming week, and talk to you soon. Bye.